Jai Hind everyone, this is Pragati Pandey and I'm again with the new part of this chapter, that is transportation in plants. So you know that the transportation in plants occur by two ways, that is with the help of xylem and with the help of phloem. Okay, you know that xylem transport water from root to other parts of the body, that is plant body, and the phloem transport the food stored from the leaves to other part of the plant. Okay, so we have studied the structure of phloem, that was consist of companion cells, sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. We have studied that. Now we are going to discuss how the food is transported into the plant body by phloem. What are the basic methods used for the transportation of photosynthetic product from phloem? Okay, you know that phloem is a tissue. Okay, that means there is an aggregation of cells. Okay, so through each and every cell, how the food is transported from one cell to another cell and from that cell to the rest of the body. So we will discuss it. Okay, so basically three methods are there, that is diffusion, osmosis and active transport. Okay, so the diffusion and osmosis is a passive transport. Okay, these two are passive transport, that is they don't need any energy for their transportation. Okay, whereas the active transport is the such type of transport in which it requires energy for the transportation. Okay, we will discuss each of this in details. Okay, now we will discuss diffusion. Okay, so diffusion is a random movement of molecules from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. Okay, so taking example, if a drop of ink is placed over in, it is dissolved and its particles move so that they are evenly distributed throughout the water. Okay, we will see this with the help of this example. You can see here that here is an ink and this ink is dropped down into the water. You can see that here the concentration of this ink in the center is higher and in other areas it is lower. You can see that in this condition the ink is spreading slowly into the whole water. So what does this shows? That there is a movement of molecule from one place to another place, that is from lower concentration higher concentration to its lower concentration. Okay, you can see that diffusion is the random movement of molecule from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration until they are equally distributed. Okay, you can see here that in this figure you can see that when the ink was dropped, the concentration of the ink was higher in center where the ink was dropped in the starting, but their molecules move from higher concentration to lower concentration in the whole beaker and spread the molecule of ink. Okay, you can see here that how the molecules are spreading in the water. You can see that molecules are moving slowly from center to the other region of this beaker. Okay, so in this way these molecules spread into the atmosphere in which it is present. Okay, you can see here that it is spreading slowly and attains the whole area. Okay, now here is osmosis. Okay, we will discuss now osmosis. So what is osmosis? You can see here that osmosis is the diffusion of water across semi-permeable membrane. That means in this condition, in the condition of osmosis, there is two different concentration of solute is present and within that we have kept a semi-permeable membrane. That semi-permeable membrane has a characteristic that it allows several substances to move from one end to other end because it is semi-permeable. So it allows the transport of several substances, not all, but there is a transport of several substances. You can see in the figure that semi-permeable membrane is present, and in left side you can see that in the water, the molecule in water, there is a purple bubbles, that is another substance that is solute, and the water is the solvent. You can see in the right side that the water is present only, there is no any solute. And now we will see how the movement of water molecule will occur. Okay, here is a semi-permeable membrane. You can see that in left hand side the concentration of water is lower, whereas in right hand side the concentration of water is higher. Okay, you can see that how the changes occurs, that the concentration of water in the right side is slowly decreasing and the concentration of the water in left side is increasing simultaneously. Okay, so a semi-permeable membrane is a barrier that permits the passage of some substances but not others. Okay, that means it stops the transmission of solute particle from one end, from left end to right end, whereas it allows the transportation of water from right end to left end. And you can see that in this picture, you can see that the concentration of both the solution was equal in the starting. It was equal in the starting, but now you can see that the concentration of water, the quantity of water in the right hand side is decreasing because it is balancing the concentration of water to left side. Okay, so basically the osmosis is the process in which the movement of particles, movement of substance occurs from higher concentration to its lower concentration. Okay, from movement is from higher concentration to its lower concentration. You can see that the water is having higher concentration in right hand side and it is moving toward the lower condition of concentration of water. Okay, now we will discuss the active transport. Okay, we have discussed that in this condition, in diffusion and osmosis, you know that the movement of particles occurs from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, but in active transport this will be opposite. That means from the movement will be from lower concentration to its higher concentration. We will see this. You can see here in the active transport, that means active, in this energy will be required and the movement will be from lower concentration to higher concentration. Okay, but in diffusion and osmosis it will be opposite. So you can see here it is a cell having, basically in active transport the movement of substance from lower concentration to its higher concentration occurs. That means it is opposite of osmosis and diffusion, and due to this opposition it requires energy for the function of this type of transportation. Okay, so energy will be in the form of ATP. Okay, now we will see an example that the cell of the plant body has plasma membrane. That is, you know that each and every cell has plasma membrane as outer layer of the cell. So in that plasma membrane, you know that there is a protein which takes the substances which is needed. Okay, so this will be shown in the figure. The movement of molecules from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration is active transport. Okay, this process requires energy released from ATP. Okay, occurs against a concentration gradient, requires a semi-permeable membrane to occur. You know that plasma membrane is a semi-permeable membrane. So if we go through the transportation via cell, you know that the plasma membrane is a barrier that is semi-permeable, and it allows several substances from the outer area to the inner cell surface. Okay, here you can see an example that this is the surface of cell having proteins which are like this structure. They usually takes the substance from lower concentration, and the energy is released, and through which that substance will be taken inside the cell, where the concentration of that condition is that substance is higher in the cell and lower in outer surface of the cell. So in diffusion, that is high to low, and in active transport, that is low to high. Okay, here you can see that the difference is given. Yes, the major difference is seen with this figure, that is diffusion and active transport. You know that in active transport the concentration is higher, and from higher the movement of substance is going through lower concentration. Okay, see, this is the example that you can see that if one can slide from upward direction, then he can slide easily from top to the earth. But in active transport, you can see this is a ladder, and you have to step by step going upward in direction, and you need energy for these ladder to climb up. Okay, but in the condition of diffusion, you can see that in the slider you can just slide without any energy. You need not any energy. You will just sit on the top and you will slightly slide downwards. Okay, but in the condition of active transport, you can see that with the help of this ladder you will require energy to climb up the condition. Okay, thank you class. We will discuss some other interesting topics in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Okay.